Los Santos. Tonight we celebrate DJ Ricky. They are hosting they were hosting a party at their warehouse. However, now it's going to be at SkyBar, correct, DJ Ricky?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But it is in celebration of where it all started. We here at Weazel News love DJ Ricky and all he does for the city, so we decided to host a quick little interview with him. How you doing today, Ricky?
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Can't complain, How are you doing?
All right. I'm fantastic. Get to interview some good friends.
Oh, yes,
Do you
sir.
mind introducing yourself for the people who don't know who you are?
Yeah, my name's Ricky Diablo, otherwise known as DJ Ricky D. To my right is my brother and manager, Diablo, fucking Donnie Diablo. Donnie, say hi to the people for me.
Yeller.
Yeah, there you go. He's a shy guy, but don't worry, we'll get him talking. How you doing?
Well, I'm excited for this. Are you guys excited for this?
Oh, yes, very, very. I'm always excited. Always excited to bring the city together. Always excited to host another successful event. I've got, a staff that I don't even think God himself could draw up. We're always in the trenches getting our hands dirty and always bringing together the finest events in the city. So.
All right, then. Without a despair, let's get started. First question. What drove you to become a DJ?
That is a very good question. I'm an entrepreneur by heart, if I'm being honest. My first get up in this city was actually a guitar peddler. So I would go, Legion Square, Bean Machine, sometimes outside of mechanic shops, and just, play the guitar for tips. I then decided that I would, sit in with the commission of the city when SkyBar was up for grabs, and plead my case, and obviously they saw fit that I became owner of it. I've been owner of SkyBar ever since Blueprints went up for it. It's never had another host, and if I have my way, it never will have another host. I love it dearly. The whole DJing thing, I think, came to me just because I'm a man with a vision, and I like my vision to be sought out the way I see it. And so I feel like owner/DJ, I'm pretty much controlling the whole event, And it's not that I don't trust anybody else with my event. It's just that I have it the way that I see it, and that's the way that I want it, presented. And so I think I became a DJ just so that way I could be in control of the vibe and how everything was going.
All right, excellent. Number 2, how did you feel when you finally owned SkyBar to host your own events? Like, what was going through your head when you finally got the deed in hand?
Oh, a little bit of disbelief, to be honest, because in my opinion, it is the finest nightclub in the city. Also excitement, of course. And then, as soon as I became owner, it was almost like, holy shit, this is really happening. But then it was immediately like, okay, now we got to get to cracking. I obviously knew the man to my right was going to be my manager, and what a decision that was. This guy since has been behind the scenes the man. I'm the one under the lights, don't get me wrong, but from anywhere to restocking the bar, making sure the employees get paid, schedules, anything that needs to be done, Donnie does it. All I really do is show up and party. If I'm being real, he really is the backbone of my organization.
Fantastic. Love to hear that. Honestly, I feel like those emotions are more justified than any I've received yet.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Next question. Everything we've seen about your events have been absolutely mind-blowing in scale and honestly with how well thought out they are. But is there anything you seek personally to improve on?
Yeah, actually. Taking my hands off a little bit is what I seek to improve on. So in a former question, I told you, I have my vision and I want to see it through the way I see it. I'm starting to try to overcome that a little bit, though. I would like to get some other DJs in there to do their own thing. That way I can walk around, and ask people how they're doing, maybe greet people at the door. So that's one thing. Advertising, I would definitely like to get a little bit better with advertising. I think the commercials at the last event were booming. Sponsorships, I would like to get bigger, better, longer sponsorships rolling in there. All in all, I think that SkyBar will grow as the city grows. I really do. I feel like every event, even if I get one or two more heads in there, those one or two more heads could tell 10 or 20 more heads. So it's just all about that. At the end of the day, SkyBar isn't for me. It's for the city, and that's how I've always wanted it to feel and be. The only reason I own SkyBar and cherish it so much is because I want to be the guy that brings everybody together, and I know how to do that. And I feel like if you have a successful blueprint, don't change it, right? Just keep adjusting minor things and keep it rolling.
Absolutely. Honestly, pure words right there. Next question. What's your shoe size?
My shoe size is actually 7.5.
It's a little small, don't you think?
Yeah, well, you can only choose one, brother, and I chose small feet, so.
I guess that's fair enough.
Yeah.
How much did you spend on furnishing the warehouse? I know some news had come out that it's been broken into and half the furniture stolen. How much did you personally spend on that furniture, do you think?
So the warehouse itself was bought by my brother, so I didn't have to foot any of that bill. He just knew I had a vision, and at the time didn't have funds, so he went and purchased the warehouse. So I didn't have to worry about that cost. But just to furnish it, it actually took me 2 months to get everything in and up, and $50K.
No small amount of money right there.
No, sir.
Especially
no, sir.
just for furniture.
Oh yeah,
Lord.
we don't slack off though. We don't slack off. We I wish we could have had the interview there and I could have shown you guys, but it has been broken into and we're under reconstruction right now. Actually, tonight and probably for the next 2 weeks we'll be bringing it back up little by little. But it's got all the knickknacks, everything from a dartboard to an actual full capable working bar, an entire DJ setup with aftermarket speakers and high LED strobe lights and stuff like that. So it definitely is the full package. Don't let the warehouse fool you. It's definitely booming. Again, I wish we could have had that party there. I would have loved to go back home, but things happen, and the SkyBar is no second place when it comes to holding events. So we'll make do.
Absolutely. So there's been a rumor that you partnered with Weazel News for their lottery drawing. Would you like to comment on that?
Yeah, I actually did. Yeah, I was asked if it was something that I'd be interested in, and I didn't hesitate to say yes. I do believe that is one of the greater things that's come to this city, along with just Weazel News in general. I think you guys are doing a great job. I think everything you do for the city is definitely awesome and applaudable. And then the lottery idea. I thought, what better way to announce the biggest ticket at the biggest place? You don't want to go anywhere else but the SkyBar to announce the winner of the first ever lottery. So I couldn't say no to it.
Well, I'm glad you think that, because that's exactly what we thought when the idea came to us as well.
Yeah.
Next question: How are you with hostage negotiations?
Am I the one holding the gun, or am I the hostage?
Take your pick.
I think if I'm holding the gun, I'm probably the one you want to be holding the gun. I think that out of anybody in this city, if I'm holding the gun, holding you hostage, you got a really good chance of living, as long as you cooperate. If you don't believe me, you can ask PD. They were held a little late for dinner by me just a couple of days ago, and then as a hostage, I think I cooperate. Definitely not going to soil my pants. Wasn't brought up that way. Yeah, I think I do good in any stressful situation. I'll say that.
All right, fantastic. Next question: Can you give us a sneak peek about any exciting events you have in the future, or you want to try and keep those under wraps?
Oh, can I and will I ever? Let me tell you what we got coming. All right, Richard, first things first, we got to have a ladies' night, right? So the ladies' night is coming to SkyBar. Ladies, get ready. Wear your finest dress. Ladies won't pay a cover, all right? And we'll have half-off drinks when ladies' night comes around. We're also going back to decade events. We've already done 90s. I'd like to do early 2000s, 80s, 70s, 60s. I'll even go all the way back to the 50s. Bring the classic cars out. Auga, auga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than that, I also like to change it up with genre. You know, maybe one night I'll do a country night, rock and roll night, karaoke. So yeah, I mean, anything that you can think of, SkyBar will host.
Absolutely fantastic. I know I personally am now looking forward to the different genre nights.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Do you find it difficult to balance working as a DJ with SkyBar and your job at the mechanic shop?
So somewhat, you know, also throwing the club in there. You know, I am a top 9 of a 1% MC. You know, and obviously, as much as I'd like to say SkyBar is first in my life, it has to come second to my MC. You know, so obviously that can get iffy. You know, because if I have an event coming up or I'm wanting to work on an event and the club needs me, I'm obviously there first, right? SkyBar, I would say, is number 2. No offense to Grizzlies, one of the best mechanic shops in this city. SkyBar's got to be number 2, right? Because it's something that I've worked so hard to get, and now that I finally have it, nothing will take it from me, right? So we always have to make sure that we're keeping up with events, keeping up with the books, and that's why, again, I have the greatest manager that I think any promotion could get in my brother Donnie. You know, he's always making sure that all the screws are tightened, and all I got to do is show up and work and do my thing. As far as that, if you don't mind me hijacking this interview here for a second. The other thing that will be on my plate now is I've also stumbled upon something new. I am the co-founder of LLFC, Limitless Fighting Championships. That will be a cage/ring fight organization. We'll be rolling out our first card here within weeks. Myself and Irish will be on the broadcast team. As you know, we've invited Weazel News to come and cover anything that they want to cover. And so that's another thing that's going to be on my plate, right? But I just love these things. As I said, I'm an entrepreneur, and when I see something that can be taken, I take it. You know, I definitely want to ride it out. I definitely think big things are going to come with that. I think LLFC is going to take over the world, man.
Absolutely. I know I'm really excited to see that when you invited me. I was honestly just so excited.
So we're going to do it a little different than what the city's known for. So normally this city is known for watching fight nights at an MC clubhouse, and it's gritty, it's grimy, it's it's just tough men throwing hands. This will actually be sophisticated. It'll be walkout songs with walkout entrances, with fighter announcements, with records being upheld too. You know, we'll keep a hold of your fight records. So I mean, is it still going to be the toughest motherfuckers in the city and they're throwing hands? 100% absolutely. But instead of, everybody with their shirts off, just throwing hands or MC cuts, it'll be suit and tie, broadcast team, interview team. Everything will look as crisp as it can look.
Absolutely wonderful. Just 2 more quick questions.
Yeah.
Are you cooperating with the police in order to find out who vandalized your warehouse?
No, fuck the police.
All right. Like I said, quick and easy. See that?
Yeah. Yes,
and now this is probably the most telling of the questions, and people will judge you forever based on your answer. So I need you to think long and hard about this one.
All right.
If you had to choose between drinks and nothing on the casino wheel, which one will you take?
Drinks, 100%.
All right. Just know that I will judge you forever based on that.
Hey, that's fine, brother. I'd rather have a buzz and nothing than just nothing.
Well, that's all the time that I had jotted out. Ricky, do you have any last words to the people?
Yeah, Weazel News on top.
And like that, SkyBar on top as well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We look forward to collaborating with you in the future. I'm Richard Slapp. Good night, Los Santos.